Hello everyone, welcome to Event Digital class. In today's lecture, we will discuss about an important concept of computer organization, that is the connection between processor and memory, or how the memory communicate with the processor. In the earlier lectures, we have discussed that the processor contains mainly two parts, one is CU, another one is ALU, that is our control unit, and another one is our arithmetic logic unit. But the processor have also a third important concept, that is called as the register part. So there are more than one registers which are used, some for special purpose and some for general purpose registers. Okay. So we will discuss about all these registers and as well as the connection between them. And when I am talking about this memory concept, that memory is our main memory. Okay. As I have discussed, there are two types of memory, one is primary and another one is secondary memory. So the processor is communicated with the main memory or primary memory, basically that is our RAM. Okay. When we will transfer a program or when we will give some input to a computer system, first what we will do, let us the program is in hard disk. Okay. First we have to transfer the program to the main memory, then that program will be transferred from the main memory to the cache memory. Okay. Then from the cache memory it will transfer to the processor, as we know. But here in this lecture we will discuss this hard disk connection part and this cache with processor connection part. We have only discussed the connection between the primary memory or the main memory and the processor. So the processor, except the control unit and ALU, it also consists of number of registers. So what are these? These are, first one is MAR. So MAR stands for memory address register. Okay. What it will do? It is our memory address register, and MDR stands for memory data register. Okay. So memory address register, what it will contain? As we know that a register is a small device which contain a small amount of information. Okay. So as it is a register, memory address register, what it will contain? It will contain the address. Okay. So the address of what? The address of the instruction which is stored in the memory, or the memory location of the instruction which will be executed by the processor. Because when we are inputting something into the computer system, we give the input as a complete program, but when the CPU will process or the processor will process that program, it will execute that instruction by instruction. Processor cannot execute all the programs at once. Okay. So for that reason, we have to fetch one instruction at a time to the processor. That means instruction by instruction we have to fetch from the memory to the processor. Okay. So that for fetching this instruction we need the memory location where that instruction will be stored. So to get that we need the address. That address will be stored in the memory address register. And next one is memory data register. Memory data register stores the data, sometimes the instruction which is fetched from the memory. As you can see, these are some connections. Some connections are unidirectional and some connections are bidirectional. Unidirectional means the connection or the data can be transferred from processor to the memory. That is for the memory address register concept. That means the memory address register can transfer the address to the memory. Memory cannot transfer the address to the processor. And in the case of memory data register, the buses are in the both directional, that is the bidirectional bus. That means a memory can transfer the data to the memory data register, or the memory data register can transfer the data to the memory. That is, if the memory transfers some data to MDI, that is our read operation, or if processor wants to fetch some data from the memory, then that connection will be like this. Okay. First it will give the request, then when memory will provide that data, the requested data to the processor, that connection will be like this. Okay. That is why this connection is in the both direction. Okay. And the connection between the control unit and the memory, that is also unidirectional. Okay. So, memory data register, it will contains the data, information or the instruction either from the memory or to the memory. Then next one is our PC. What is the PC stands for? PC stands for program counter. So, what it will count? It will count the number of instructions in a program, and what it will store? It will store or it will point to the next instructions to be executed. Okay. What it will point? It points to the next instruction to be fetched. Okay. So, the next instruction address is stored in the program counter. And next one is our IR concept. IR stands for instruction register. Okay. So, instruction register means it will store the current instruction. PC stores the next instruction to be executed or fetched, but the instruction register, it points to the current instruction or currently executed instruction. Okay. So, let us take an example. If we want to fetch an instruction from the memory, then what it will do? First we have to give the address of the instruction which is stored in the memory location, or the memory location address we have to provide through the MR. Then through the MR we will transfer that address, that it is our step 1. Okay. Then from memory we will fetch that instruction, and that instruction will be stored in IR, instruction register, and one copy of that instruction will be stored in the MDR also, because in the instruction may we need some data further. That is why we are storing a copy of that instruction in memory data register. And next one is our PC. When first instruction is executed, PC is automatically incremented. That means when first instruction will execute, then PC will points to the next instruction address. Okay. Let the first instruction is stored in the memory address 1000, and we are using the concept of 4 byte addressing. That means each instruction is of 4 byte. Okay. Then what will be the next instruction? Next instruction will be our in the 1004th number of location, or the memory location will be 1004. So, when this instruction will be executed, then PC is automatically incremented with PC plus 4. That is, the PC will contain this memory location, and as well as PC will point to this memory location 1004, okay, and so on. Okay. Now, let us there are 10 instructions in a program, then after execution of all the instructions of that program, the PC value will be 10 at the last, or it will points to the last instruction of that program. Complete. Then comes to the general purpose registers. All of the registers, that is our MR, MDR, PC or IR, these registers are used for special purpose. That means MR can store only the address, MDR can store only the data part, PC stores the address of next instructions to be executed, and IR stores the current instruction. And what these general purpose registers do? These registers are basically used to perform the operation. That means, let we are writing the instruction C equals to A plus B. That means, first what it will do? The A value will be fetched and B value will be fetched or read from the memory by using this MDR, okay, and that is stored let in the R0 and R1, and R0 and R1 are the general purpose registers. Okay. Then after addition, what it will do? And this addition will be performed by ALU. And after the addition operation completed, the result will be stored in the C. But we cannot directly store the result in the C. So, we have to first transfer this to another register, let it is R3. Then from R3 we will transfer that to the variable C, which will display in our screen or in the output device. So, these are the use of general purpose registers, and the number of general purpose registers depends on the specialization of processor. That means, some processor contain 16-bit register, some contain 32-bit. So, it depends on the processor. And next one is our CU and ALU. So, ALU is used to do the operations, like in these instructions the operation is our addition operation. So, this addition operation will be performed in ALU part, and control unit will control or coordinate all the operations which I have explained. That means, from the starting of MR to memory and the complete of the overall the execution of this instruction, all these are controlled or coordinated by this control unit. Next one is these connections. So, these connections are basically through the buses. So, the buses are three types. One is our address bus, data bus and control bus. Okay. So, address bus will transfer the address from the processor to the memory, and data bus will transfer the data, and control bus is our transfers the control signals which are generated by the control unit. That means, when MR will transfer the address to the memory, it will use the concept of address bus, and when the data will be transferred from the memory to the processor or from the processor to the memory, it will use the concept of data bus, and the control unit will use the control buses to transfer the controls from memory to the processor or processor to the memory. So, let us take an example of read operation. Okay. We want to read some information or data from the memory. So, we are having three buses, one is control, address and data, and the operation is our read operation. We have to get some information from the memory, we have to read some information or data from the memory. So, what we will do? First, the MR will transfer, let me write down the steps. MR transfer that to the memory or the address to the memory through the address bus. Okay. And from the memory the instructions or data will be fetched by data bus to the MDR. Let the address bus contains 1000, okay, and data bus contains nothing. And what it will do, and we have to do the read operation. So, the control unit will generate a control signal as read, and it will transfer through the control bus to the processor. Okay. If the address bus contains 1000 and the control bus contains the read signal, that means we have to read, or the processor wants to read the content of memory location 1000. Okay. And after reading the content, it will be transferred through the data bus to the MDR. Okay. But in the case of write operation, okay, in the case of write operation, let the data bus contains 5. That means we have to write the value of 5 in a some particular memory location. Let the location is our 1004. Okay. So, what it will do? The data bus will contain the 5 and the control bus will contain the signal which is generated by the control unit as write, and the next one is our address bus. So, address bus will contain the value as 1004. Okay. That means the processor wants to write the value 5 in the memory location 1004. Okay. So, in this way the connection between memory and processor takes place, or the communication between the processor and memory taken place. Okay. In the next class we will discuss about some more concepts of computer organization. Thank you.